Okay, today I'm looking at my back rear brakes on my driver's side. I believe this side is sticking. I could feel a little drag when I start to pull off, and I think this is the culprit. The reason that I say that, I have my trusty laser, temperature laser gun here, and I can just point it at the rotors. And right now, my truck been sitting here about an hour, and right now it's 104, 105 the temperature. Looking at the front brakes are 107 to 108 both sides. The back brakes shouldn't be nowhere near as hot as the front brakes, because the front brakes are like 70% of your stopping power. The passenger side rear brakes is like 80, 89 degrees, and this one side is 104, 105. And just visually looking at the brakes, looking at the wheel here, I just got my truck washed probably, what day was that? Monday. And today is Wednesday. You see how much brake dust I have on that tire here? That lets me know this side is something going on with the brakes, because all the other wheels doesn't have any brake dust on it at all. So I'm gonna jack it up, take the wheel off, and see why or what is making my brakes stick. So I'm gonna get that done, and we'll come back once I get it up and the wheel off. And watch yourself when you're spinning that lug wrench like that. You'll knock your teeth out if you get close to it, or anybody else around it. Visually looking at the brakes here, I don't see anything. The brakes are on there tight. I'm thinking it's this bolt that the brakes actually slide on. It's one at the top and one at the bottom. I'm thinking that bolt is maybe dry and it's making the brakes hang up. If not, it's going to be the piston inside the caliper, which, you know, you have to replace the caliper if you don't rebuild it. Which, you know, caliper's probably, for this 2007 Suburban, is probably $40–50, and the rebuild kit is probably $25 to $30. So it'd be cheaper just to buy and less headache just to buy the whole caliper. But I'm gonna have to take this bolt off and take the one on the bottom off and just see if that's the problem. If not, we have to go a little deeper. Okay, I got the caliper off. Just looking at the brake pads and the slide bolts. It's not like it's rusted or just super dry. I mean, it's got some oil on it, but it could use some more. The one at the top, it's not super dry, but it has some old caked up type grease here that's not slick anymore. As you can see, the brake pads are wearing down just because I don't know how long it's been doing what it's been doing. Like I said, if you see in my last video, I just changed these brakes probably, I guess that was 4 or 5 months ago, and they should be nowhere near wore out, but they are getting thin quickly. So I'm gonna get my C-clamp, try to push this piston in, make sure this piston is not froze, because if that's the case, I'm gonna need another caliper here. So let me get that and I'll be right back. Okay, before I mess with the caliper, I just wanted to make sure it wasn't my emergency brakes that were stuck. I chalked all three wheels because I got one jacked up, and for a truck won't roll away. And I put the truck in neutral, and I just wanted to turn the actual rotor here, and as you can see, it's loose. If the emergency brakes were stuck, you wouldn't be able to pull that, you know, like it would come off. It would be stuck on there, and you wouldn't be able to move it. So I think we're fine with the emergency brake. So I just got one of the brakes. And I'm just going to see if I can pull that piston back down. It's actually going down pretty easy. It's not acting like it was stuck or in a bind or something like that. So I think we're good on that. Other than that, I think our problem might be these the slides where the actual caliper slides in and out of the brace here. It slides in and out and it's not sliding easily. It's got a little hang up every now and then here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna grease that up pretty good and see what that does. Alright, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the actual slide out. I just have to take this bolt at the end of it. You just need something to hold this nut right here. So I'll just hold that nut and you actually screw the actual bolt out the back side of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean both of these slides off and re-grease them. And hopefully that helps with my problem. Okay, what I got is some brake part cleaner here. And I'm just going to spray them down both pretty good. Try to get all the old grease off of them. Try to wipe all the old grease off. Okay, now that I got all the old grease off of both slides here, I just got my grease gun. And I'm going to just try to get some grease off the end of the grease gun. And I'm just going to grease it up real good. You know, you don't want to glob it on there. You don't want it all just to fall off once you push it in there. But you want it to be greased up real good for it'll slide once you put it in there. Alright, I'm just going to try to thread this bolt back in this one. This is the top one. Hopefully you can see that. We're going to tighten that nut up some more once I get it on here. But like I said, I'm just getting in there for it to see it sliding real good now. As you can see, once I put it in there, all the grease is going off of it. I'm going to get some more grease here. And put some more grease on it, because it probably, the inside of it is probably real dry with no grease at all in it. So I'm going to re-grease it. Then that should be good enough. So now I just want to tighten this bolt back up. Now I want to put the brakes back in. Hopefully, feel like I'm gonna need some more brakes here soon. Just sliding the brakes back in. Now we're going to put the bottom slide in the bottom here. Remember, it goes in before the caliper goes down. I'm just looking to see if it needs some more grease on it like the first one, but it's holding this grease pretty good. So we're going to put that back on. Then we're going to put the bolt back in the bottom. Okay. Remember, I got the piston for the caliper pressed in. So we got good movement on it now. It's not binding. It's not hanging up. Hopefully that was just a problem. So we're gonna put the wheel back on and take it for a test drive and see if that brake still sticks somehow. If it sticks again, I think it's gonna be that piston on that caliper, and we're probably gonna have to replace that caliper. Okay, we took about a 10-minute drive around, and I'm gonna just check the front to see what the temperature is on the front here. That temperature is like 154. I'm gonna go to the other side. We're just gonna check all 4 tires right now. That's 169, 167. The back tire, passenger side, it's 113. Let's go back over to the driver's side rear. The one we re-greased the slides, and that's 211. So that didn't do the trick. Looks like I'm gonna have to replace the rotor, not the rotor, but the caliper on this side. So I guess I'm gonna head to the parts store and try to pick up a caliper.